Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yo, what's good, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Sportsload. I'm your host, Jah, and this is my guy. Excuse me, I'm fucking coffee. Oh my guy,
He's choking
Mr.
already.
GP, yeah, Mr. GPS, Garrett, Paul, Smith. What's
Let's
good, bro?
go. Get hype.
Yeah, before
Get
we
hype.
get started,
Game. Subscribe.
yeah, keep liking, keep subscribing. Peace and love. Keep showing us some more love, man. This is it. What are we? We're in 12.
Week 12. Yeah.
Yes, silly. We got a lot to talk about, so let's get right to it. Let's want to get to the let's get to the Thursday games.
Yeah.
Happy
Thursday
belated
games.
gobble days, everyone. Woo! Let's go.
Starting with the upset of the century.
Dude.
Maybe not the century, but definitely an upset.
The Lions, they always go back and forth. Not really like a generational blowout between the Packers and the Lions. Not at all. Wasn't surprised by it. I mean, if it was a Sunday game, yes, but not so much on this level. Because of Thanksgiving, people are gonna show out. This was actually the best game of the night, of both nights, technically.
Yeah. I mean, the Lions are on like an 8-game losing streak on Thanksgiving, so
Yeah,
kind of just continuing that.
Yeah, it wasn't surprising. Again, if it was a Sunday, I would have been like, "Whoa, that is an upset." But shout out to these
Lions
two
suck
teams
at Thanksgiving. What's new?
Yeah, I like the way excuse me, Jordan Love played. He looked very good. The verdict is still out on him with me because I don't know if he is that number one quarterback. He shows glimpses of this.
Yeah, like every other week. Well, 2 weeks in a row this time, I guess.
Yeah, he's been good. But then he
shot
began the
against the
season hot
Steelers.
too. He began the season pretty hot. Pause. The thing I do like about him though, I think is wanting to learn from Aaron Rodgers and learn from a quarterback, especially a well-seasoned quarterback. I think you have to just get out there and play. So I think next year is make or break for him. I don't think
he needs to show it consistently next season.
Consistently, yeah.
That's what we need to see. This season, okay, he's on and off, but it's his first full season, right?
First full season. Like,
he had a few games before, I think.
Yeah, to see where his trajectory is going, to be for sure. Because some guys, he needs time. He needs to be seasoned. He needs to realize, read coverages better. It's not. He's still played. He's still coming from college football. Yeah. So the verdict is still out. I don't
think he had a lot of college football either. If I'm not mistaken,
I don't think so neither. Yeah.
I think he only had like a couple games.
Yeah, season him up, man. Pause. I think he just needs to get out there, play, and let's see what happens. So shout out to them. They beat the Lions 29-22. No, pretty much the best game during this holiday weekend.
One of the better ones.
The Thursday, Friday, because the other two games was pretty much a wash.
So he started one game and played in one game. Yeah. Before he started.
College?
No, in NFL.
Oh.
College.
What college did he go to?
Let's see. Utah State.
Ugh. All right.
Yeah.
You're giving me Zach Wilson vibes.
He played a decent amount of games, actually.
Okay.
13. Yeah, I guess he played like 20-something games, 30 games, so.
Okay, sounds good.
So actually, okay, we were wrong with that, but still.
Yeah, but it was a good game overall. Goff didn't play too bad neither. Goff has been winging it a lot too, man.
Yeah, he's looking like Brett Favre out there, just slinging it around.
He didn't have any interceptions though. No, he didn't. No, but he's just been winging it though, like for real, like he is Brett Favre. Yeah. So pedestrian day, 232. I'm sorry, 332. So yeah, he had a big game in yards wise.
I think the Lions still have this division wrapped up unless
the
Vikings can really pull off a miracle.
Yeah, it's pretty much the choice to lose.
Yeah.
Vikings are kind of like overachieving, to be honest with you.
They really are, especially with all the injuries now.
And they're still in the hunt, and
still doing good.
Defense got a lot better. I think Jefferson might come back tomorrow, which is going to be really good.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Mm-hmm. He's on his way back.
Yeah, I think if they would have won last week, they'd have arrested him this week. But he might. It's getting kind of tight now with the playoffs literally around the corner now. So it's gonna be up to. He might be a go for tomorrow. Moving on to the next games, the Cowboys versus Commanders, and that was a wash.
The
Jesus
Slosh
Christ.
Commanders, obviously helpless.
Yeah, that team. It's pretty much Ron Rivera's last couple games. They just fired Jack Del Rio. I think they're gonna put the Ben-Ami as the coach now. That's pretty much
sense.
Yeah,
I think the bigger story is, will the Cowboys be able to beat someone that's not under 500?
You're absolutely right. I 100% agree.
That's like the bigger story here. It's like, all right, they beat the Commanders, but they're 4-8. You know.
Yeah, like they're supposed to beat them.
4-7.
Right, they're supposed to beat them. Just like how the same thing said about the Miami Dolphins, the same team. Yeah, they can't beat winning teams. So.
Well, the can't beat winning teams bowl is actually on Christmas Eve. Cowboys Dolphins. So
get out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna see who's
the prize for mediocrity.
Yeah, we're gonna see who's the real team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm down for that. So,
but speaking of real teams, the 49ers. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they're back to normal, aren't they?
Yeah, they're back to crushing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just a beatdown. That's what that game was.
Yeah, I actually watched part of this game. It was it was a beatdown.
Yeah, I got to see it. It was just like their defense. They're a perfect team if you really look at it. The offense is fine. The offense got McCaffrey, Deebo Samuels, Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, they have all the weapons. Their defense got better with Chase Young.
And he looks like he's motivated, man. He's gonna get that contract. He's gonna get that payday. I mean, hopefully they'll have enough money to bring him back. But this is pretty much him showcasing now. He's showing off.
Yeah, they're rolling. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I think the Niners and Cowboys already played. I think they play the Chiefs soon.
Yeah, I think that game is coming up soon. Yeah,
they play the Chiefs. And I think they play the Eagles too.
I think they do have an Eagles game coming up, and that's going to be the battle for the NFC.
Yeah, that's the battle.
Yeah. That's the battle for the NFC. 100%. It was a great game. 31-13, a beatdown. And then another beatdown, literally not far from the score from the 49ers Seahawks game, was the Dolphins 34-13 against your.
Yeah, we don't really need to talk about this game. This game is awful. The Fail Mary.
Yeah,
it's now taking place in the butt fumble era. The butt fumble era is over. We're not in the Fail Mary era.
The only reason why, again, I'm with you with it, but the only reason why I don't think it's gonna be as prominent as the butt fumble or historic as the butt fumble is the fact that this quarterback is just a flash in the pan quarterback.
Yeah, he's nothing.
Yeah,
Boyle's basically Zach Wilson with a different name.
Yeah, it's the same team. It tells you right there that you need. This is why you have to have special quarterbacks, man. This is you put Daniel Jones on that team, the same results.
Yeah, you put anyone that's not good on the team, it's just going to be the same.
Exactly. You put even Jordan Love, he's going to get the same results. Now, I even think if you put CJ Stroud in that team, you're still going to get the same results. He might be a little bit better, but that line is too weak. You know what I mean? And Texas line is not in to talk about neither, but the kids can still ball.
It's good enough.
You're right.
Better than the Jets line. The Jets line is so bad.
Yeah, so
injuries have ruined it.
I really can't. I don't know. You guys know what is the story going into to week 13 with the Jets? Are they gonna bring back Zach Wilson?
I have no idea. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything, but I would assume they're just gonna stick with Boyle at this point. It doesn't matter. I mean,
he wasn't doing anything special. The game, I saw the game. It's like if you'd have told me that's Zach Wilson who just changed his jersey, I was like, I believe it.
Yeah,
he didn't stand out. Like these quarterbacks know what's up, man. They know what's going on. They know you have an opportunity to. Perfect example. We're gonna get to this team too. My football giants, DeVito Tommy DeVito. He's living in the moment right now. They're not expecting much from him. And look what he's doing. Again, he's doing it against shitty teams. But he's showcasing his teams, but he's showcasing his talent. You know what I mean? So there's something about that kid that tells you maybe there is something going on. So with the Jets, the defense is gonna be run down, to the point where they're gonna be so tired, they're gonna probably stumble going forward. You know what I mean?
It's already happening a little bit. They're
starting to get really
at some point down. The defense scored most of the points in this game,
which is a shame. This is a shame. And I was more optimistic than you with the Jets' future. I think the Jets I thought them, if they were playing the same way they were playing, as far as just managing the game, but he's reverting back to his dumb ways. And I honestly think the guys got to get rid of that offensive coordinator too.
Yeah, Hackett's not it.
Not it. But then again, the last OC wasn't good neither. So
I mean,
it's just the quarterback, bro.
They're all bad.
Yeah. I honestly think you guys might be in need of a quarterback more than the Giants might need of a quarterback.
Yeah,
going forward. Yeah. Because
I don't know if Rodgers is going to come back now. We're so far to the playoff hunt.
Yeah, I think he's going to come back, especially next year. He's definitely coming back next year.
Yeah, next year. But this year,
he's not going to end his career like that. Yeah, this year wouldn't make any sense.
I mean, yeah. I wouldn't say he might come back during the Green Bay game, which would be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious. But if they're not facing him, if they're not facing them next year, I think it's a shoo-in that he's going to play for that game, at least that game. Because I think it's more of like a, it's a history
I can
thing
do it kind of thing.
Yeah.
I can come back in, 5 months or whatever. It's fine.
As hippie trippy as he is, I think he's still, we all have egos. So I think he's just trying to feed that ego. Yeah. And it can be done. And it might lead into some, it could be a double-edged sword. He might come back and look great and motivate other players who get that kind of injury to look into this treatment he took. Or then it might also charge these young guys to do it again and they re-hurt themselves faster. So he got to be careful. Yeah. He has to be very careful. Not everybody's Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think they should bring him back. I think we should just tank to get a top pick now. There's no point, right?
Yeah. And speaking of tanking and failing at that, my fucking Giants won.
Giants take a big L in the draft.
Yeah.
Big L.
We're still going to get a top 5 pick, but it's not quarter. Well, again, if the kid from LSU, who I'm starting to really, really like.
Yeah,
but
Jalen Daniels.
Yeah, Jalen Daniels is going to be. I want him. Pause. But I think what I'm hearing, there's two things that's going on. If the Giants continue the trajectory of winning, which is not highly likely because they have a bye, going into a bye. They got Green Bay, which can be winnable. We don't know what kind of Green Bay we're going to get.
Yeah, I mean, you could get good Jordan Love or bad Jordan Love, right? So.
Exactly. So put that as a pick'em game, right? Let's say right now it's 50-50. After that, look what we got next. We got the Eagles, loss. We got the Rams, 50-50. I'll say that, but I'm going more.
Rams. They look good this past week, but
yeah, they are very they're beatable. But again, I'll put 50-50. And then you have the Eagles again.
L.
Yeah, and then I think we ended do we end it with the Eagles? I think we ended with I think that's our last game. So we could lose out again and still have a possibility of getting a top 3. But the rumor,
Packers, Saints, Eagles, Rams.
Oh yeah, the Saints.
Eagles.
I forgot the Saints. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So those are two very winnable games, Packers and Saints. Saints.
Yeah. We don't historically play the Saints well. If we play them in New Orleans, we lose a lot. We don't win those
Saints. So yeah.
Yeah, we don't play good in their stadium. We play we play better at home against them. But it is what it is. I think we're gonna lose the Saints game. 50-50 on the Green Bay and 50-50 on the Rams game. Everything else is very losable.
So maximum 2 wins. More.
2 more wins. Yeah, and that leaves us 6
and whatever it is. 6 and you have 8, so 8 losses right now. So
6 and 12 or something like that.
Yeah, I guess if you lose 4 games would be if you lose 4, 6 and 12.
Yeah. So I don't know, but again, I like this quarterback.
Yeah, DeVito's been.
He's not fucking up. He's not. Dude, he hasn't thrown any picks. You know what I mean? He's very. He's a pedestrian quarterback. Now I wonder what it looks like with a decent line.
Yeah, maybe he's like Peyton Manning out there. I never know.
Yeah, and he got some moves on. He can run, but he's not like. I hate to give this guy credit, but Dan Jones moved way better than him. But what I was saying,
also they played the Sopranos theme song when he came out of
the tunnel. Yes, and he threw another touchdown, and even the wide receivers are getting into it.
Yeah, that's great.
So the rumor that I'm hearing is that if they get a top 5 pick, it's either going to be, again, if it depends on where Chicago lands. But the top 2 outside of quarterback, we're talking the Marvin Harrison Jr., which is a pipe dream. Pause. And then there's this offensive lineman that they're comparing him into like the next Jason Kelsey, like a can't miss offensive lineman. I think it starts with a P. His something Penne or Pena. I didn't look him up. I don't know, but he's supposed to be very good. Like, I can't miss offensive lineman. Like, it's him, and then there's a huge gap after him. So, yeah, I don't know where he's from. I'm just heard it up today loosely on the game or during the game. But yeah, they're not tanking. There's no, even with the rumors of Dable and Wink Martindale not getting along. You know, I'm not expecting Wink to come back anyway. So we're looking for some big changes going into next year, and that draft is really, really important going forward with the Giants. Again, we beat the Patriots, who can't even get a quarterback in order. It was literally a defensive beatdown. Mac Jones, he's not it. He's done.
Zappe in at the end, I saw too.
Yeah, and Zappe didn't even do well neither, and he looked better, but that's like difference between, you know what I mean, like that's not saying much. That's not saying much.
They don't look good.
And the confidence in Mac, you can see it in his face. He's done.
Yeah,
like he's not. I think
he looks like Mark Sanchez after like the first 3 years, basically.
Yeah, they're doing him a disservice if they're putting him out there.
Yeah, they should just.
It's done. They're definitely gonna get a quarterback no matter what next year. And
Me too. They can't win without one.
Yeah, and they gotta get the coaching system. I doubt Bill Belichick. Here's the thing. I've been getting into it with a lot of people regarding like if he's coming back. I think if he doesn't retire, he's gonna come back, because he doesn't want to end that like the way that is. I know Bill Belichick has an ego, man. Like to go out that way, even like then it's gonna be like you needed Tom more than Tom needed you. I mean, that's gonna be the talk.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to prove that he can do it again
without Tom.
Without Tom.
Yeah, not to win a championship necessarily, but just put the Patriots back in prominence.
Yeah, put them back in contention.
Yeah. So moving on, Steelers and Browns, surprisingly good game.
Yeah, they kept it close. Steelers outgained their opponent finally.
First time over 400 yards in like 2 years or something like that.
Something crazy since they fired their OC, Canada.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing: 16 points.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing at a time, okay?
I guess, jeez. But
first you have to outgain your opponent, and then you outscore them. Okay?
Yeah,
it doesn't work like that.
It looks like Najee Harris and the running backs had a good game too. They killed it today.
Yeah, Najee had a good game. I mean, it wasn't a hard victory. I don't think.
Nah, the Bengals they're
Bengals
pretty
are
much
just coasting.
Yeah, there's pretty much sink or swim with them.
Jake Browning can only do so much. He's not Joe Burrow.
No, clearly not. So that was a quick one. Nobody cares about that one. So I thought was going to be the game of the night. Was Jaguars Texans, and it did live up to it. It was a great game, and
this was a good one.
Missed by half a yard, bro. 58-yard field goal. He just missed it.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking for the Texans.
I was rooting for them, man. Even though I do like the Jaguars, it was heartbreaking. I was like, you kind of want to wish both teams would win. In this case, I would have minded a tie.
Yeah, a tie would have been nice. But the Jaguars have control of the AFC, I believe, now.
Yeah, because they're 1-1, right, against the Texans. And then if you go look at the strength of schedule, they pretty much got the best.
Well, all right. Because the Ravens won, they're actually number one. But for a second, Jacksonville did have they had a good thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it was a great game. CJ Stroud, man. If I'm Carolina right now,
I'm regretting drafting Bryce Young.
Again, I don't want to shit on Bryce Young. I think he has the wrong end of the stick on this one.
Yeah, he just has a worse team around him, I think.
Yeah, there's nobody on that team. There's no offensive lineman. I'm surprised I'm surprised.
Old Adam Thielen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, way
Robbie
past his
Anderson.
prime. Yeah, Miles Sanders is nothing.
Yeah,
it was wild.
And their defense is terrible. So like they couldn't. I mean, they played the Titans. They couldn't stop them for anything.
Nothing. Derrick Henry just ran all over them. Yeah, sure. But Jaguars 24-21 over the Texans. Colts and Buccaneers 27. They lost 27-30, right? No,
27-20.
20. Sorry, yeah. Gardner Mitchell, yeah. The Saints. Excuse me. The Colts. They're 1 week they're in the playoffs. Next week they're not in the playoffs.
Yeah, so they're kind of on the bubble.
Yeah.
Good win though against the Bucks.
Yeah, they needed it too. A little confident booster there, getting back in the playoff hunt. They're gonna be like that for the whole season, but they're gonna be up and down. They're gonna be in and out the playoffs. Again, nothing to hang your head low if you're a Colts fan. This team wasn't supposed to be this good yet. Even with Anthony Richardson in or out, I think he would still would have been a year away or two.
They're ahead of schedule.
Yeah, they're ahead of schedule. So nothing to hang low, man. Everything else is gravy for if I'm the Colts fan. So nothing to be sad about. Moving on. 24-15 Falcons over Saints. Saints
game, Saints
had a big game. Mm-hmm.
But Ritter didn't play that good either. He had a lot of picks.
Yeah, pretty much it was Bijan's show again.
Yeah.
And the Saints couldn't stop the run. Even the receiving, the guy had a big reception too. Pretty much it was a Bijan highlight show. It's over for the Saints, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
Carr seems to have lost the touch.
Yeah, it seems like he's going backwards. Game we talked about earlier, 17-10, Panthers lose to the Titans.
Yeah, like I said, Derrick Henry ran over the Panthers.